I'm a teacher who stands up for what is right against what is indecent, who is in favor of freedom against authoritarianism, who is a supporter of authority against freedom with no limits, and who is a defender of democracy against the dictatorship of the right. I'm a teacher who favors the permanent struggle over every form of bigotry and against the economic determinism of individuals and social classes. I'm a teacher who rejects the present system of capitalism, responsible for the aberration of misery in the midst of plenty. I'm a teacher who's full of the spirit of hope, in spite of all the signs to the contrary. I'm a teacher who refuses the disillusionment that consumes and immobilizes. I'm a teacher proud of the beauty of my teaching practice, a fragile beauty that may disappear if I do not care for the struggle and knowledge that I ought to teach. If I do not struggle for the material conditions which my body will suffer from neglect, thus running the risk of becoming frustrated and ineffective, then I will no longer be the witness that I ought to be, no longer the tenacious fighter who may tire, but who never gives up. I mean, I love that quote. The quote is so humble and yet moving. I mean, it combines the politics of critique with the politics of hope, with a very expansive notion of freedom. Freedom is not just about political and personal rights. It's also about economic rights. We don't have the material conditions in which to exercise a sense of agency, then rights disappear. You know, if you're impoverished, as most people are in this neoliberal fascism that dominates the globe now, how do you think about voting when you can't even provide food for your children or for your family or for yourself, or healthcare, or any of the basic social provisions that make life basically worth living in some ways?